Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Luxury Podcast, your source for all things luxury and lifestyle. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at @AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have David Roberti on the line. He's founder and director over at Ease Arts in Action. David, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Adam. It's great to hear you.
Oh, man, great to have you on the show today. I'm excited to get into today's topic. So we're going to talk about health is the real wealth. A lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives listening right now, and I think this is a hot topic. But before we get into it, I do want to go a little bit further into what you're doing over at Ease Arts in Action. Tell us a little bit more about the organization, please.
Well, it's been a process, and I've been in the fitness industry for over 35 years, kind of shepherding a lot of fitness trends here in the Los Angeles area, and integrated with a lot of different fitness icons and products that have been put out. But in the last 15 years, I've been working in the mental health industry. And I've come back around to realize that, that exercise is really one of the ways that I help my mental health. So I've had a lot of experience in that, and music and movement, really helping out people where they're at.
That's awesome. And I think that's a great transition. So health is the real wealth. Where do you want to start this topic? It's a big topic.
Well, today's topic, health is the real wealth. We actually had one of our first board meetings when we were at the inception of the Arts in Action Ease operation was right on the cusp of the stay-at-home in mid-March. And it was very interesting how we transitioned into our first activity, which is we're doing Zoom yoga classes. And in my experience teaching for 35 years, people have been participating at whatever level that they can. So that was one of the first things that we did, is we just did some yoga classes. Some people participated in their chairs. Some people were very fit and progressed their practice in that way. So what we did, the idea was to create a vehicle. The Ease part of Ease Arts in Action is to create events, authenticity, service, enterprise. And it's all about quality of life, art, or creative solutions for the largest problems. And as a business, it is a vehicle to create real wealth and community capital in all of our activities. So just creating exercise, we are in the pipeline. We have a couple of things coming down I started a nonprofit years ago at my dance studio, Main Street Dance and Exercise, which people used to come from all over the world to come to classes. It was fantastic cultural arts center, and I used to teach my brand of punk rock all over the world. But one of the things I'm most proud of in my life is this class called Special Aerobics, which is kids and adults actually with Down syndrome, autism, brain injury, and it was a very interesting class that people really, not only from that population, but all populations started coming to, because they just felt better dancing together. And so it was a really, and also we were putting out there to work with Parkinson's and the West Side Regional Center, West Side Special Olympics. There's just so many things that one can do to create health in their community. And in these times, this is the most important thing. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're not well, then that becomes a major priority.
And so I think you're right. Like this is a really unique opportunity for people to kind of step back and reassess things and to think about, what they're prioritizing, right? Because it's easy to say that, your health is important, but to really kind of assess those decisions that you're making on a daily basis that are either leading you towards a more healthy lifestyle or not a healthy lifestyle. Can you talk about maybe some of that? I like to always just say that low-hanging fruit. So there's the people listening right now that want to take a step today or in the next couple of days. And what are some of the low-hanging fruit of those things that they can just act on now?
Well, very interesting. Let's say that we're in that group of people that are at greater risk. Mm-hmm. And so this C word, Abraham Hicks, I was listening to a thing this morning, and she was talking about the C word, which is the coronavirus. We're going to talk about that. Is that, okay, if you are at risk at getting that, what can I do if I'm healthy or even if I'm not? One of the most important things, regardless of where you are, is my breath. And in my yoga practice, in all my exercises, and in my mental health work, breath is a key component. I can get here right now. We can just sit here right now and take a breath. We can breathe in and we can exhale out. Regardless of how compromised our breath is, we can choose to make a start in that one action, regardless of how I can be in a wheelchair. I've had people with breathing tubes take the class and be able to progress and see progress in this area. So just taking that one breath is the first step towards health.
Man, I love it. And breathing and we could talk about this all day long. And I know we're just getting started, but we're about out of time for this episode. That being said, David, so if somebody listening to this and they want more information on Ease Arts in Action, or to follow up with any of the different works that you're doing, I mean, what's the best way for them to connect with you and your team?
Well, we've started a website. It's on early stages right now, but I'm actually doing it myself. So I'm building my board right now for this new organization. It's easeartsinaction.org. So it's spelled Ease, E-A-S-E, arts in action.org. And my email is david.roberti@gmail.com. That's Robert with an I on the end. And you can also reach out to Facebook, Instagram, and I don't know. There's just so many ways to communicate these days. It's crazy.
That's
so
awesome.
Just bring it back to the breath.
Love it. Well, David, been great having you on the show today. Appreciate you coming on and telling us more about some of the things we can be doing to lead a more healthy lifestyle. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Luxury, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And David, thanks again for coming on the show.
Adam, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.